Hello there, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by for your live Reiki micro session for today. We are going to be doing Reiki for 5 minutes, followed by free for all questions and/or cards of the day. So, for the Reiki, I'm setting the intention for whatever will benefit each of you the most as individuals. If you have something more specific that you would like the Reiki to focus on for you, please feel free to adjust that intention for yourself. And then for those of you who are watching this after the live portion is over, just know that you can still receive the energy and get just as much benefit from it as those who are here while I'm actually making the broadcast. So let's get this Reiki started. All right, so we're starting Reiki at 11:43 Mountain Time here in the United States. That means we'll be finishing it up at 48 after the hour. Hello there, Tammy Bambi. Yep, happy beginning of September to you as well. Rena Sada, hello, hello. Carrie Gallagher. That is awesome, huh? Cool, cool. We have a lot of Reiki energy coming out really fast this time. We've got a lot of energy being pulled into people's base chakras and their legs and their feet, ankles. Ankles are pulling a lot. We've also got solar plexus. We've got heart chakra big time as well. Some people are doing the crown chakra. Some people are doing that third eye chakra. We've got a few throat chakras too. So good stuff. Good stuff going out. 4 more minutes of Reiki. All the chakras for you, huh? Bring it on, she says. Getting a certain feeling right around let's see, this would be the left side of somebody's lower back. And that feeling is telling me that there's some energy going out to an old injury, something that maybe you thought was taken care of. This could be somewhere where you had some surgery, and you thought everything was as fixed as it possibly could be. Sometimes the Reiki will go into those old injuries and start to deal with scar tissue and things that could just be made more perfect there. So I've got that feeling going on as if that's happening for at least one person with the lower left side of the back. 3 more minutes of Reiki left. Hello there, Yasmin. Glad to see you again, my dear. This is a little bit higher than that, Regina. It's not at hip level, it's a little higher. But I do have a lot of energy going into that base chakra. It just doesn't have that. There's a particular way that my hand tingles when it's going into something that's old, old, old. And I don't have that so much with the base chakra as I do with the back for somebody. Two more minutes of Reiki. But that is exactly the type of injury I'm talking about, something that's old. 1 more minute of Reiki left. And the other thing to remember too is what the energy that I'm feeling coming out of my hands right now. Well, some of it will be for you guys who are here right now, but some of it's coming out for people who will be watching the video later. So the person who has experienced whatever that is in the lower left side of the back may not be here right now to talk about it. I hear you. I hear you. Okay, so 11:48. Let's wrap up the Reiki and open up the gates for free-for-all questions. Who's going to be first? Oh, as my chair sinks. May as well just get comfortable here. Okay, so Carrie has a question right off the bat. Let's see about this. Carrie wants to know, how is her partner handling the event internally that happened recently? La da da. Hey, Ricky. You can always replay the Reiki. Well, my very first card that comes up, Carrie, is my Temperance card. So this tells me that your partner is handling this in a very balanced and sane type of way. So we're not seeing any like knee-jerk reactions or anything like that. This person is handling this in a healthy way. So that's nice. The rest of the cards talk about that they're not too happy about it, definitely. This person may be doing a little bit of escapism. This can even be like a celebration, but the fact that it comes up right after this "I'm not too happy about it" card tells me it's probably not a celebration. There may be a little bit of escapism going on. There could be a little bit of drinking or whatever this person does to do their escape. I think we all kind of have some kind of escape behaviors, whether it's actually something that the world would call an addiction or not. For me, my escapism behavior is I like to play Big Farm on the computer. It's a Facebook game that involves a lot of strategy, and I can get sucked into strategizing on that game and not have to think about real life. So that's my escape. So what I'm coming up with here is I think that this could be some escapism. I'm really not leaning towards drinking or an addiction because that first card said that this person is handling this in a very healthy and reasonable way. All right. There is a little bit going on where this person is feeling stuck mentally whenever they're thinking about this. They're kind of, I feel like they're sort of stuck in a cycle. You can see how the swords are around her in a circle, sort of surrounding her. Now, obviously, there's a lot of sword blades there. This person could actually like rub up against a sword blade and cut the ropes away, and then she could reach up and take her blindfold off. So, this is not something where he has to necessarily stay stuck in this cycle of thinking forever. But for right now, he is feeling a little bit stuck whenever he thinks about whatever this event was. And then also we've got the Three of Cups in reverse. He may be feeling like somebody involved in this is no longer his friend, or maybe is a friend that really got on his nerves big time. Okay, so that's what we've got for Miss Carrie. Okay, Tammy Bambi, COD for you. You're funny, Carrie. Let's hear it for farms, even on Facebook. And yes, hi guys. May as well just deal with it. He's been behaving pretty good lately, so I guess I can't be that upset with him. All right, Tammy Bambi, COD. Okay, Tammy, you've got the Star card. I like the Star card. The Star card does kind of encourage you to keep the faith, but really for me, this also talks even more strongly about, Miss Tammy, that you're doing things that feel right to you, like your internal compass is leading you right, and you're paying attention to that internal compass as you go along here. Isn't that interesting? I've never seen this in this card before, and I have had this card since like 2012. Look at the bottom here. That's like a garment on the ground. There's definitely a significance since it's calling out to me right now. And it's got flowers and grass and stuff growing up around it. I think it's been on the ground for a while. Ah, Tammy, this really talks about not only are you following your own inner compass, but that you've been following your own inner compass for a while. You've sort of taken off the garment that made you focus on what other people wanted you to do. And you've sort of left that on the ground a long time ago, just letting it disintegrate and become a part of the earth. And so you've probably been following your own inner compass for a long time. Okay. So that's for Ms. Tammy Bambi. That was a pretty deep COD. Yasmin Smith. Can Eric and me have a better relationship if I decided to try again? If Yasmin decided to give the relationship another shot, would her and Eric be able to have an improved relationship? We have one card that fell, Yasmin. This is my empowerment card in reverse. That's not a good sign, but let's pull some other cards. Okay, Yasmin, here's what I'm seeing. So first of all, if you gave it another shot, you would be putting yourself in some kind of disempowered position, okay? So this is what I see, like whenever something happens and really, the other person is not appreciating you, and then you go back to that person anyway, even after you've said, step off the curb, Jack, then this puts you in a disempowered place because it gives them the idea, well, I can do that again and she'll just be gone for a little while and come back around. Okay. So by giving this another chance, you're putting yourself in a disempowered position just to start with right off the bat. The other thing that I see about Eric is he's going to be moody and grumpy. He's going to be like, he's going to be trying to hold it against you about this time that you guys had apart. Even though my sense is that the reason you guys were apart really was because you were trying to protect yourself from his bad behavior. But he's going to be trying to make this all about you and how terrible you are. Okay. This card says there's definitely a physical connection. There's some chemistry there. And this card says that you would come back in a very dedicated way. You would not be halfway in or halfway out. You would come back all the way. So even with you coming back all the way, the card that we end with is my struggle and strife card, frustration. I don't see this like, yes, you could, and he would have you back, and you could try again, but I don't see this leading anywhere towards happiness. The only thing that we have happy here is this attraction card or chemistry card. So yeah, you might have a couple of great nights in bed, maybe more than a couple. You would be dedicated. I don't see anything saying he would be dedicated. And then you still end up with the struggle card. This is not happiness making. I mean, you could do it. It's a possibility. It's on the table. But happiness, if you're looking for your happiness, this is not the path. Okay? So that's for you, Miss Yasmin. And the timer did go off while I was doing her question. So that's going to be the end of the cards of the day or the questions. Glad to see you here, Ms. Ricky, if I didn't say that already. Willie Dogs, Mama. Hey, hey, glad to see you here. Ricky, you ask me a lot of questions that you have to figure out. This is part of your psychic exploration and journey. You got to start working on these things as an individual yourself. Spirit is talking to you to try to teach you how to get familiar with your own psychic language. So they're giving you opportunities to really learn. If you go to me, you're shortcutting that opportunity. If you want to ask me stuff, I'm much more comfortable with you asking me things like, is so-and-so actually going to pay me the money that they owe me? Something like that. But I'd prefer for you not to ask me questions about things that Spirit is talking to you about, because Spirit's giving you an opportunity to learn. And if you short circuit that, then you're only shooting yourself in the foot. And it is a process learning. I mean, it doesn't come instantly. You don't wave the magic wand. Trust me, I've been doing it a while. Let's see. How is your love life right now? Is that your question? You don't know how your love life is? Hmm? Hmm? You're making me a little nervous with that question too, Willie Dogs Mama. Hello there, Avneet. Glad to see you in the room, my dear. Your love life is always a roller coaster. What sign are you, Yasmin? I should have asked that. Right? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Who is next saying what here? Ah, gotcha, Regina. We'll have to look at that another time. For those of you who do have an important question, if you want to order a 1-question or a 2-question reading, you can do that from my website. Rather than trying to wait and trying to catch me during the 5 minutes that I'm answering questions or doing CODs, it's more of a sure shot. And what I do is I put down cards in a nice quiet time. I record what I get, what I see on the cards, and also what I get psychically. And then I send that recording, that audio recording, I send you a link and you can download that and listen to it anytime you want. Like I said, you can find out about that under recorded readings or pre-recorded readings. I'm not sure what my heading is, something like that, on my website. And the web address is down below. And just for the records, it's www.amista.info. Willie Dog's Mama, signs of narcissism. That's true, Willie Dog's Mama. You're catching it. The bullet. I don't want it. Good job, Yasmin. Oh, I'm sorry, Rena. I get it, though. Oh, gotcha. Like you don't know how much you can trust how he's acting. How are you feeling in your love life? That's the most important thing. Pisces Sun, Cancer Moon, Virgo. Oh, you've got 2 water. So here's typically the problem with waters, Yasmin. And I can say that because I'm double water too. I'm Scorpio Sun and Pisces Moon. We tend to give way too much to the other person. And they tend to start taking it for granted really fast. And that's why we have the roller coaster. They treat us good when they're first getting to know us. And then when we try to do good for them, then they're like, oh yeah, she's in my hand, eating out of my hand. And then they start changing their attitudes and their behavior. And so then we have to figure out if we want to keep putting up with it or not. And many times we put up with it for way too long. That's typically what happens with us. Thank you, Ms. Tammy Bambi. Narcissists are the devil. I don't know if I would go that far, but they sure can mess with your mind and your self-esteem. You're a Cancer Sun, so yeah, you're a water sign too. That would make sense. You're a Pisces Moon as well? So we got 2 Pisces Moons in the room, me and Regina. Yep, when it's no, it's radical. That's exactly right. Yeah, it's a water sign thing. It's something that we actually need to work on ourselves for. Like during when we come in this life cycle with, or in this lifetime with water signs, it's one of the things that we have to learn is how to actually have an equal relationship with somebody and not where we're giving, 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 giving. That's a lot of Pisces. All right, so let me get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for keeping me on my toes and keeping me fresh. I do appreciate you all. Have a fantastic rest of your weekend, and I will see you guys the next time. Peace out.